Why does everyone hate Dark Souls 2? That's a question I've been asking myself since I finished the game. I'm sure we've all seen videos about how terrible the game is, but it's almost like all these videos are biased, or are they? Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, we will be discussing the main reasons everyone hates Dark Souls 2. It is not crazy to say that a lot of bosses in Dark Souls 2 are lackluster. I even made a YouTube short talking about bad bosses. In my opinion, the worst boss in the entire game was either Lud and Zolin, specifically because of their boss runback, or Nashandra. Nashandra was actually the easiest boss in the entire game, and she's supposed to be the final boss. That upsets me. What more do I need to say when you see this fight? Unless she... Yeah, I knew there was an AoE coming. Dang, this is a really easy boss. Like, this is very sad that it's the final boss. Dang. I'm not gonna lie, that really sucks. But I think there's always gonna be some mistakes, and not every boss will be good. People also tend to forget the incredible boss fights that we do have in the game. Just to list a few, there's Sur Alone, which is my favorite, the Fume Knight, Ivory King, and this might be a hot take, but I love the Smelter Demon. I completely agree that Dark Souls 2's majority of bosses are boring, but the ones that are good are absolutely incredible. People compare these boss fights to Dark Souls 3, which isn't even fair. You're telling me that because Dark Souls 2, a game made before Dark Souls 3, has bad bosses compared to its sequel? I would have never guessed. Alright, yes, there is some horrible bosses, but some people call bosses bad because of the runback. If it's not the runback to Lud and Zolin, then you can't complain. The statement is definitely biased because I purchased the version of Dark Souls 2 that isn't Scholar of the First Sin, and I've heard that in Scholar of the First Sin, it is way worse for some runbacks like the Smelter Demon, but I wouldn't know. Dark Souls 2 definitely does have some terrible boss runbacks though. Life Gems. Life Gems are a mechanic in Dark Souls 2 that basically provide infinite healing and sometimes makes the game a little too easy. If you run out of Estus, pop a Life Gem. If you're running through an area on a boss runback and you want to conserve your Estus after you get hit, pop a Life Gem. It doesn't help that these things are so cheap either. When you get about 2/5 into the game, you now have infinite healing. I usually level up and then buy as many life gems as possible with my remaining souls. These things are so convenient, but also add an aspect to the game that just makes it too easy. I'm never worried about conserving Estus because I'll just pop a life gem if I run out. I don't hate this mechanic, and in fact I think it's fine if they were maybe just like a little bit more expensive as the game progresses, but I do see how people hate this feature and I can't really blame you.
Huh?
The final reason is that the game is too hard. If you're playing any other Souls game, people will tell you to get good, but when it's Dark Souls 2, that logic does not apply. There were definitely some hitboxes in this game that were kind of weird, but you can get rid of that by leveling up adaptability. Adaptability is a stat that gives the player more iframes when rolling, so it makes you more invincible and it's harder to be hit. This makes it so that not everything has to be perfectly timed, and instead you can be a little bit off and still be fine. This quite literally is the solution to the game being too hard. Level up adaptability and you're set. Anyway, thank you for watching this short video on why some people hate Dark Souls 2. It's by no means a terrible game, but people will still talk about it like it's the worst game ever. I personally think that it's a good game and it is 100% worth playing. Thank you and goodbye.